on Thanksgiving, it's important. I think it's important to say what you're thankful for. There's a lot of stuff that goes unsaid throughout the rest of the year because, I don't know why. I guess people live so long with other people in their lives they forget how remarkable it really is that they're even there. You know what I mean? You sit there and you think so often, man, I love this person, I'm glad I met them, but that person might not know that, or they might forget that, they might not think about it. Whatever the reason, it never hurts to go up to that person and tell them, hey, just so you know, you mean a hell of a lot to me, and I'd be worse off in my life if you weren't here. So, this Thanksgiving, not only do I want to extend that message to everyone, I also want you to extend that message to anyone who you think would benefit from hearing it. Or even if they wouldn't benefit, just that you want to tell them that they matter to you a whole lot. I mean, off the top of my head, there's a lot of people who I see all the time, and I don't think I've ever told them once that I appreciate the work that they do for me. Now, obviously, most people, when you say something like that, they're going to think of their loved ones, the people close to them, their family, their friends, any of those kind of people. But just think of all the little people who you see throughout your life. And maybe you only see them once, and maybe you see them 1,000 times. But think of someone like the guy you see at the post office. If you go to the post office semi-often, and I don't know if you do, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't. But if you do, I remember there's a man, I cannot remember his last name. I'm pretty sure his first name is Zach, though. And man, that Zach, he's a nice young man. And every time I go, I always think, I am grateful that you are the one working this place. Because it could be so many other people that would not do it half as good as you do. So, people like that. Or, what's her name? Yeah, I can't remember. Fuck. She works at the farmer's market. Is it... I want to say it's Sam. I don't know. Getting on in my ears, I'm having trouble trying to remember all this. Keeping it straight in my head, I guess. She's wonderful, though. In fact, you don't even need to be thankful for people. Just think of all the little things in your life, and you'd be worse off with that. I mean, just think, your toothbrush, if you didn't have that, what would you do? Well, it would smell terrible. People wouldn't want to talk to you ever. And man, considering all that rigmarole I just went on about people and talking to them, people didn't want to talk to you. I would have lost a lot of stuff that I just talked about, a lot of valuable, meaningful stuff. I'm grateful for my home, my yard. I'm really grateful for my yard. When you get old and you retire, I think you'll understand that having a yard is a really remarkable thing. Because you have nothing else going on. Maybe you do. I don't know. There's probably a lot of other retired folk that get a lot more done with their time, but I take solace just going out, taking care of my yard, making sure it looks nice. And whenever people get to come over, that's nice in its own way. Because if you don't gotta prompt them, then it's really nice. You just get to they come over and you're sitting around doing whatever, like drinking or something, and they go man, this yard is great. You do a good job taking care of that. And you smile, because you didn't ask them to say that. You didn't say, hey, how's my yard looking today? They felt the need to say it, which means it's also really good. Because if you ask them about your yard, and they say it's good, who's to say they actually feel that way? They could just be saying that because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Yeah, I mentioned drinking. I'm thankful for that. And for any kids, you can be thankful for non-alcoholic beverages. Have you ever had cranberry juice? Man, it's good. It's tartar than some of the other fruit juices out there. I'm sure a lot of other people would rather prefer apple or orange, but I've always liked cranberry. I feel like it's got a pretty remarkable, unique taste. I've never really had anything that tastes like it. And despite that, I don't ever see the flavor in other things. I've had apple-flavored lollies and orange-flavored other things like sodas and candies and stuff. Cranberry sticks to the juice. Unless it's a real cranberry product, which there's plenty of those that obviously have a cranberry flavoring because it's actual cranberries. Other than that, like there's not. I would love like a cranberry sucker. Doesn't that sound good to you? I don't know. I'm just rattling things off. But I hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. So yeah, in essence, just be thankful for things. Never ever forget that those who are closest to you matter to you. And thank the hell out of them for just being there, you know, when it counts. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.